this week's Talking Codswallop. I am Gemma. With me today, I've got two of the TESD alumni. I think that's right to say. I'm not sure, actually, in hindsight. But anyway, I've got Jimmy the Hair Guy and Brian Rupert as a returning guest. So thank you ever so much. Obviously, Jimmy, this is your first time.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Oh, happy to be here.
Yeah.
Long time coming.
Exactly. And I've got both of them out of bed, so they're very sleepy at the moment, I think.
You're still going to get a great performance. Whenever I'm around Jimmy, I'm ready to zing.
Yeah. Well, we've already had a bit of a drama go on, but, should we talk about it on mic? I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know
go
if
ahead.
the talent wants his actions exposed
Oh, for
on the
God's
mic.
sake.
So
Go ahead. I don't care. I got nothing to hide.
So Jimmy is staying at his mother's house this weekend, and she was talking to his lovely fiance in the background, and Jimmy snapped at them and said, "Can you move the hell out of here? I'm trying to record. What's your bitch?" And he screamed at his mother and fiance like that, and I was taken aback, and I was like, "Jimmy, that's so rude." And I've been begging him, you can ask Gemma, I've been begging him to apologize for the way he behaved to them.
Yeah. I don't think he actually called his mum a bitch.
That's a little blown out of proportion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
I didn't like that side of Jimmy.
I will apologize, but,
He was saying, "I'm the talent."
no, I did not say that. Poor Gemma's not feeling well. We only have an hour. Like, I don't have time for apologies. We got to record.
Well, thank you. Yes. But I do have to say that I did hear what happened, and he didn't call his mum or his fiance a bitch, but he did say, "Can you go talk over there?" That was an Irish accent. I don't know where I was going with that.
Well, I was panicked.
You're trying to do the Boston accent.
Yeah, I tried. I can't. So anyway, other than that, how are you both doing? Let's start with Jimmy.
Well, I'm a little stressed out now that I've, alienated my family and done it on mic. But other than that, I'm all right. Look at this guy's face. Yeah, I'm okay. I could be better.
All right, Brian, let's go to you instead.
I'm doing okay. I think that's the best way to put it. I'm doing okay. Yeah, that's what I'll say. I'm doing okay.
Well, good. That's thumbs up. That's three of us. Okay.
Yeah. A-okay.
A-okay.
What more do you want?
Exactly.
Could be worse.
Now, Jimmy, is that a Dunkin' cup left over, or did you go to Dunkin' Donuts this morning?
Michelle went and got it for me.
Oh, you had Michelle go and get you Dunkin'. Did you ask her? Were you like,
I did not. She went and got it on her own.
without you saying anything? This was her being kind?
Yes.
You weren't like, "Hey, go to Dunkin'. The talent just woke up."
No, I didn't. No, I didn't demand it. I got up and it was here.
Now, you recently stopped drinking Monster Energy drink or Red Bull. You drink Red Bull. Did you used to have a Red Bull first thing in the morning?
Yes.
Did you really?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I would, I'd leave the house to get it, but
Look, I drink soda. I don't drink coffee, so I drink soda to start my day with caffeine. So I actually haven't had my morning one yet. So I can't judge you too much for the Red Bull. I was just wondering if the coffee is kind of a new thing for you.
it is. Yeah, I'm, trying to substitute caffeine. Poor Gemma's like, what the hell are you guys fucking talking about?
Yeah, I'm actually. I'm not going to lie. But I also can relate as well because I've just recently given up Monster Energy drinks as well because I got a little bit, not addicted to them, but I was drinking quite a lot of them. And so I'm substituting with coffee as well. But although I drank coffee before as well, but it did get to a point. But yeah, I did have to sort of think, right, I have to stop doing this now. It's a bit like, no, come on, it's unhealthy.
That's where I was at, yeah.
Yeah. The problem is as well, it like rots your teeth and stuff as well, doesn't it? So, it's not good for your body at all. So
yeah. Oh yeah.
As a juggalo, though, when Jimmy loses his teeth, he goes up a rank in the Juggalo army. So he's waiting for them to fall out.
Don't listen to this nonsense. Jesus Christ.
I'm not. Don't you worry.
Good Lord.
Oh, God, I can't see my teeth fall out, man.
I was going to say, before we start, even though we have, we have a segment on this podcast called What a Load of Codswallop. So it's kind of just to air anything that has pissed you off. So we've already established most things with you guys already. But,
Jimmy's gonna say Brian.
yeah. But do you have any Codswallop at all? Did you have anything that really frustrates you at the moment? I
Oh,
can go
yeah.
with
Where to start?
yeah.
Where to start? My
Yeah.
job and my car, both are fucking pissing me off real bad right now.
What's wrong with your car?
My car, I just fucking well, I hate it. First of all, the car I drove before this, I got in 3 fucking accidents, and so I fucking traded it in. But I got a car that I fucking hate, and I've only been driving it for a little over a year, and I just had to fucking replace my fucking brakes, rotors, and tires.
Ooh.
So that's a fucking pretty penny.
Yeah. Especially when you're saving for a wedding as well.
Exactly. Yeah. And then my job just fucking pisses me off on the regular because it's run by fucking idiots and I don't get enough hours and it sucks. Yeah. I'm fucking miserable. No, I'm not. I just hate those 2 things at the moment.
Yeah. Well, that's fair enough. I think, yeah. The thing is, with your job, they take up most of your time, don't they? You know, like,
Oh, yeah.
as in you work to have fun, so to speak, but you never get to have fun because you're always constantly working. So I can understand that.
At least 5 days a week, yeah.
Yeah.
Jimmy, you don't work 5 days a week. You're going to cons. You're taking off to do podcasts.
Oh my God.
Come on, Jimmy.
I normally work 5 days a week.
He's laughing. He knows it's true.
I do take some time off. But I normally work 5 days, yeah.
So what about you, Brian?
I got a lot, but for now, I'll just say, I got. You know what? I'll give you 2 things.
You got a
The first
lot.
thing that really got me mad. Oh, I got tons. The first thing that really got me mad is I'm pretty upset about Amazon buying James Bond. That's kind of rubbing me the wrong way.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I got ripped off last week at a thing we took my daughter to. We went to the American Dream Mall because I have a little daughter. She's not even 2 yet, but she loves bubbles. She goes nuts anytime she sees a bubble. She goes bubble, and she
Oh,
loves them. She wants us to blow them all the time. It's sweet. My wife found there was this place in the American Dream Mall called the Bubble Experience, and all the commercials look like you're walking through rooms filled with bubbles. So she's like, we got to take her while she's still this young. She'll love it. And they're closing soon. It was like a temporary thing. So I was like, yeah, we got to do the bubble exhibit for her. We go, and it's almost $40 a ticket for me and my wife.
oof.
My kid gets in free. So I spent $80 to go. We walk through this thing. There wasn't one fucking bubble.
Oh my God, why not?
It was like a series of lights and like a ball pit, and it was a complete waste of money. I may as well have just ripped up $80 and thrown it in the trash.
Yeah, or made bubbles out of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you yell at anyone?
What am I gonna yell at? I bought a ticket.
I don't.
Like, my wife is like, we should complain. We'll get our money back. I'm like, do you know how many people have probably felt ripped off walking out of there? I was like, no one is getting their money back. I was like, we lost. We got to take the L. We wasted $80.
I think your wife's right in some ways though, because if you are expecting a certain thing and you're not getting the product, then you should be complaining, regardless of the 100 people beforehand complained. But yeah, I can also understand you don't want to start up a fight about about things at the same time. So it's kind of like it's catch-22, isn't it?
I also work about, I'm going to be generous and say between 16 to 20 hours a day I work. So my time to do nothing is very limited. The last thing I want to do on any time off is spend it fighting with an asshole on the phone about this.
Yeah.
Because it's 16-year-old kids behind the counter selling me tickets. They can't do anything. So I'm going to call the company, and it's just going to be a runaround. It's just not worth it for me. I value my time so much more.
Well, fair
That's
enough.
smart.
I mean, yeah, as long as you're happy. Well, not happy because obviously it's Codswallop, but to a point you're
Yeah.
happy with the outcome. Then that's it, isn't it? Really?
I'm not happy with the outcome, but I feel like it's one of those things, like, what can you do?
Yeah.
It's like you go to the casino, you bought the ticket, you put it all on black, it came up red, it sucks. What can you do? You got to take the L, take the
Yeah.
loss.
Yeah, there is that.
And the bond thing, The Bond thing is an existential crisis as well. I'm very nervous about that.
What does that mean with regards to like the franchise?
Well, Amazon has full creative control now. So they
Okay.
can milk the franchise, they can put out tons of spin-offs, they can do whatever they want with the character.
Oh, okay. Oh, so that's
I know you're
not
very
good then
upset
at
about
all.
this.
No.
I am Bond is my favorite movie franchise. I am very, very worried that they're going to just make it streaming slop that nobody cares about. They're not going to put the craft in and like the time that the Broccoli family did when he was with them and Eon. So yeah, not pleased about this development.
No, I can understand that one as well because it's like like even down to the fact that they killed Bond. He's never died before, has he? And then it's like I think it was the last film, wasn't it, that he died. I'm not a massive fan of James Bond, if I'm honest. I'm not a huge fan of action films, but yeah, I know that one of the Jameses that's on my podcast, he loves James Bond. So yeah, I get this sort of filter version of him sometimes,
Yeah.
or sometimes the long version as well, and I sit there and go with my eyes slightly shut. But yeah, I'm just trying to think if I've got any Codswallop. I know I did have. Well, actually, I'm going to bring up one that's a little bit controversial, and because it was actually mentioned on Tell 'em Steve Dave this week.
Oh boy.
No. It's nothing to do with the lads. No, definitely not, because no, they're brilliant. But it's the fact that what the government is doing to our, for anybody who's got an Apple phone, is they basically releasing our private information out to the government, so they can go through and they can actually check if we've said anything negative about the government. So here we go. I'll be arrested next week. So let's test it. But yeah, so there's a lot of shit going on over here at the moment, and it's not very nice. But and I was going to say, let's not talk about politics, but here I am.
The funny thing is, like if you look at the Tell 'em Steve Dave Reddit, it's almost everybody from the UK is screaming about Bry on the last episode and saying what he said is wrong. Am I wrong, Jimmy? If you look at the Reddit,
I don't know. I haven't looked, but I don't. I trust you. I believe you.
if you look at the Reddit for the last episode, people are mad about two things there. They're mad about the Canada stuff, which I find really innocuous what they said. And then they're also mad about the Apple stuff, which Bry said on Tell 'em Steve Dave, but there's a bunch of British people in the comments saying Bry is wrong and none of that is happening. So I find it funny that you're saying it is.
That's the thing. It's not going to be happening to every single person, and it's not going to be happening to like everybody who's got an Apple phone and whatnot. But it is definitely being talked about that it's happening. And my mum who is an Apple user, she got the notification saying that that I can't remember exactly what the notification says, but basically that like Apple are allowing people access to her phone and things like that. Why they would want a nearly 75-year-old details of her phone, I don't know. But yeah, it is. I don't know. Just it's a breach of data, isn't it? It's like we're supposed to be data protected with all these things until they decide that they don't want it to be data protected anymore. And then it's like, woohoo! Here you go. Have this. Have that. Have this. Have that.
Fuck that.
So that's kind of peed me off this week. So normally I would be sitting here saying that the lids on a bottle are annoying me or something pathetic, but this is the one that's popped to mind, so I'm going to use that.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Now, I have a question. Is Samsung doing the same thing?
Not sure. I've only kind of looked into the Apple side of things because I'm an Apple user.
See, I'm a Droid user. I would switch, honestly.
Yeah.
It's turned into a plug for Droid for Rob.
Well, no. That's honestly that's what people should do. If Apple's going to breach their users' trust and you're unhappy and the competition isn't, I'd go to the competition.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. Even though I love Apple.
No.
If Samsung, I hate Apple. If Samsung came out and they're like, we're giving all of our users text to the government, and Apple wasn't, I'd be like, well, I'm getting rid of my Samsung and going to an Apple,
Yeah.
That's fair.
No, yeah, absolutely. You're right. But the problem is that I'm halfway through a contract, so I can't ditch and run.
Yeah.
So, but you know,
Fuckers.
but at the same time, it might not happen to me. It, you know, it's just, it seems really strange. There's a lot of strange things going on at the moment over here, and it's a bit uneasy, let's say. I'm not going to get into real political side of things, but yeah, because I do try to avoid that side of things because we're supposed to be kind of entertaining on this podcast. So, you know, so reality is not entertaining at all on either side of the country. So anyway, moving on very quickly. um, I feel like I've put myself into a corner there, and I need to just dig myself
You're
out.
good. You're good.
No,
You're
no,
good.
no.
I have Apple too. I'm with you.
Yeah,
I'm a Droid user, so
yeah, we know.
It's very proud.
So, Brian, one of the reasons that you're here today is not only because we obviously wanted to speak to you, but you've got a new Patreon out, haven't you?
yeah. So the Reviewing History podcast.
Yep.
My show, Reviewing History. We watch movies based on true stories. We go through them. We tell you what's real and fake in them. And it's a lot of fun. And we wanted to expand and be able to break the confines of the show. So we started a Patreon, patreon.com/reviewing history. There's a bunch of different shows about different subjects. I think the biggest hit is called Slasher School, and that's me, Jimmy, and one of my co-hosts, Anthony.
Is it really?
People fucking love it, dude. I don't know if I've told you. Like every time one comes out, I get comments about people going nuts, and they're like, "You got to keep doing these."
Really?
I actually don't think. Yeah, I don't think I have. I had one scheduled for April, but I'm gonna look at the schedule and see how I can like rework things to try to get one in.
Really?
But yeah, it's the biggest hit on the Patreon. It's me, Anthony, and Jimmy, and we go through different slasher movies. And me and Jimmy love slashers. We love horror. Anthony hasn't seen anything. He's never seen any of these slashers. So it's me and Jimmy showing Ant things for the first time and teaching him about it. And we're just going through movies. From March, we have an episode on Leprechaun coming out, which I just finished cutting last night.
Oh, nice, nice. But what other genres of films are you talking about? Just all sorts.
It's not just films. So we have a video game show, which is the one that comes out once a month. People like that one. We have a Seinfeld School where
That's
I
my
take my
favorite.
co-host Steve through each episode of you like Seinfeld School?
Love it. Love it. It's amazing.
We have Seinfeld School. I take my co-host hates Seinfeld with a passion.
Oh, I'm there then. Yeah.
I make him watch every episode, starting with the first one and teaching him about the show and trying to get him to like it. He hates that. We have Aunt G's alternate history where we go through an alternate history and him, and get him. We talk about what the world would be like, for whatever reason, if there was a change. Trying to think. We have The Future Is Now. We just put one out yesterday that looks exactly like the movie A Scanner Darkly, and we're talking about A Scanner Darkly.
Okay.
I'm super proud of that video. It's a lot of fun. What else? We have Let's Doc, where we talk about documentaries. We have Was This Ever Funny? We have Our Film School, where me and Steve watch our early short films, and we show them and talk about them. And that's a lot of fun, too. We have a music one coming out. It just allows us to expand and talk about a whole bunch of stuff, and we can mix it up. We could switch. It's just I'm having so much creative fun on the Patreon, and I think it's showing because the people that have subscribed so far seem to generally like everything, especially Slasher School.
Yeah, I mean that is obviously amazing feedback, isn't it? If everyone's enjoying it, not everyone's going to enjoy every single thing because it's even on any Patreon. There's always something that someone's going to be like, well, that's not my favorite, but there'll be something coming down the line that is. So it's good to have so many different varieties of things for people to. Is it watch or just listen to, or is it both?
Well, there's different tiers. So we have a $5 tier, which is just audio, except you get one video a month. We have a $10 tier where you get all the audio and video. We have a $15 tier where you get an exclusive Discord with us, and obviously every tier gets whatever is below it. And we have a $20 tier where you get the Discord, all the content, and you get an exclusive live stream once a month where we hang out and we do fun things. We've done Anthony created a Jeopardy quiz based on the show for the first month. Last month, because it was President's Week, I did a quiz based on the presidents, and the hook was Anthony, who's a history genius. I kept giving him all the easy questions, and I would give Steve ridiculously hard questions, like who's the architect that designed the White House?
That sounds very fun.
And then when the game is done, we kind of just bullshit and hang out. The live streams are a lot of fun.
I got to come to one of those.
I'll come one day. No, it does sound like an awful lot of fun. Yeah.
Jimmy is welcome on Reviewing History literally anytime he wants to come in. Open invite.
Aww.
Oh, thank you.
See, they were fighting at the beginning. Now there's all the love.
And I want to say I absolutely love Jimmy. He's one of my best friends. Even when I'm giving Jimmy shit, it's out of a place of love. And I know he loves the abuse. Maybe he won't admit it, but I know he does deep down because he knows he deserves it. Fuck, there was something else I was going to say. There's a show coming out, which I'm really proud of the concept. We haven't shot it yet, but I'm hoping maybe next Friday we could shoot the first one. It's called Jimmy the Hair Guy vs. the World. We haven't shot it yet, but I'm going to give Jimmy different challenges, and I'm going to film him trying to accomplish those challenges, and then we're going to bring the footage to the table and watch it, and people are going to kind of place bets on how Jimmy does at his various challenges.
That does sound fun as well, but also sounds like it could hurt a little bit as well, potentially.
I expect it to hurt.
Are you game for this, Jimmy?
I do whatever's asked of me. I can't say no.
Well, yeah, that sometimes you maybe should.
No, if it makes good content, I'm happy to do it, even if it makes me incredibly uncomfortable.
Yeah, with no leg. That'd be all right. It's a story to tell if you got no leg, isn't it? Did this for a podcast.
Yeah. That's what my life will become. Podcasting about it, telling that story.
You won't be known as the hair guy anymore. You'll have a different nickname.
Dear God.
Peg leg.
Peg leg.
1 foot Jim.
These are good names.
1 foot Jim, and it's not because he has 1 foot. It's because that's how tall he is. He's 1 foot.
Oh, best things come in small packages, eh, Jimmy?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Gemma gets it.
Yeah. Yeah. All us tall, lanky shits over here.
Jimmy went and saw the new horror movie, The Monkey, and he was amazed the whole time at the movie. And he saw the monkey and he said, "Oh my God, thank God there's finally a horror villain my size."
He's had this material like ready to go for days. He's been so excited for this.
I didn't know I was going to say that on the mic.
Yeah, you can tell you two are friends.
Oh yeah, he's in my wedding.
Oh, is he?
Mm-hmm.
What? Right at the back of the room, or
No, next to him.
Oh.
We're at
Next
the
to
altar.
Oh.
Yeah. He's gonna be he's a groomsman.
Oh, lovely.
For better or worse.
Oh no, I meant I was the husband. You're the bride.
Oh Jesus. Yeah, that's fair too. I'm the abused wife.
I think it does sound like it.
Feels like
poor
it.
Jimmy. Maybe we should just call this episode "Poor Jimmy."
Yeah,
I think that's his
absolutely.
life and his
It is.
finances. Poor Jimmy.
It is.
So, the other thing that I wanted to discuss as well, sort of bringing Jimmy into the bit more into the conversation as well, is about the Insane Clown Posse, which is a T-shirt that he's wearing right now, and also like about the Juggalos, and because I have really minimal knowledge on what it's all about, so I was just intrigued as to know what. Yeah, I know something about a bottle of I can't remember the brand, but it's fizzy drink.
Fago.
Yeah, Fago. Yeah, I know something about that and being squirted with that, but yeah, minimal really. So, what's going on there, mate?
Where to start? Well, Insane Clown Posse, ICP. It's two white guys who wear clown paint and rap about being serial killers, and it's a
Nice.
lot of fun. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and they've assembled quite the fan base known as Juggalos, which myself and my lovely fiance are both proud members of. And yeah, we follow them all over the country. And when they perform, they have cases and cases and cases of Fago soda, typically diet root beer, that they spray the audience with and throw the bottles into the crowd, sometimes full 2 liters. And
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
oh yeah, it's wild. And they do all kinds of different events throughout the year. Like there's the Gathering is the big one, the Gathering of the Juggalos, where for like 5 days all the Juggalos go to like a fucking like campground fucking field in Ohio, and there's like it's 4 days of music and wrestling and all kinds of crazy shit, stand up comedy and debauchery really. And a couple weeks ago I was actually here because they had Juggalo weekend. This is where I'm from. I live in Philadelphia now, but I'm originally from Massachusetts. You probably have no idea.
Okay. I was going to say where's here, by the way, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm in
Boston.
Massachusetts for the weekend, and a few weeks ago it was actually Juggalo weekend was here, which was interesting because this is where I used to see all my clown shows, in my earlier days.
Yeah.
It was my first time coming back here for a clown show in years, and I got to do it with all my friends from all over the country, all over the world. So that was kind of exciting. But they also did a gaming convention that Rob wanted to fucking send cameras to, but he didn't, thankfully. But they literally had a big convention where Juggalos were playing games of every kind, board games, video games, Connect Four. They did the dating game on stage. They did Deal or No Deal on stage. Yeah, it's crazy. Every Halloween we have a big fucking concert in Detroit. Yeah, it's crazy shit, man. They've been around since 1992, and they're in their 50s now, and they've kind of gotten a new following via TikTok with the younger crowd, which I'm not crazy about. But it's a lot of fun. I met my fiance because of them. I met her at the Gathering, so
Oh,
they've been very good for me. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. No, definitely.
And he has their underwear. And he sniffs it.
Well,
That's not a lie. He has his underwear.
that's half true. So 2 weeks ago, I when I was here I went to see them, I went to the Juggalo weekend, and one of the two guys gave somebody his stage worn Fago soaked sneakers and underwear to give to me, and I proudly accepted both. I did not sniff them.
Hmm.
You also have his hair.
I do. I have a lock. I have one of his dreadlocks from like 2004, I think. Yeah, that's how I became the hair guy. That and Q.
I was going to say how where is this hair obsession come from? But obviously got the two people, so that's okay. It's not a complete
Yeah.
obsession, although
No, it just worked out that way.
yeah, my co-host James, he has got the luscious locks that you would ever see. So if you want to buy any of his hair, I'm sure he will chop you off a bit.
I mean, I'd like to see it.
Well, I'll send you a photo.
Please, yeah.
Yeah, but no, we do pride him on having such luscious locks.
That's amazing. I've been trying to do that. My hair doesn't look great right now because I just woke up, but I've been trying.
Yeah, but you got a cool beard, haven't you? So
Trying. I don't know how cool it is. I'm trying.
Emmy, are there British juggalos?
Yeah.
Like, is there a juggalo scene in the UK?
Yeah, but it's not huge, and they typically like come here for shit, and it costs them a fortune. We have them all over the
Yeah.
world. It's just it costs so fucking much to come here that only like I know people. I know some that live in the UK. I know some that live in the Netherlands. I know some that live in Japan, Canada, of course, but they don't typically tour outside of the States. I mean, they have, they've done like they did like a British invasion tour. They did like I think they've done a couple European tours, but they don't do it often because I don't think the crowd is as big. I know it's not as big over there.
Yeah, it's not worth the money for them to sort of travel over just for. Well, I suppose it is worth the money because obviously they're going to still have people watching them and participating and whatnot. But yeah, at the same time, if you've got a massive, well, literally a gathering of people that are in America, then you would probably just stay put and say, come to us, which is,
Yeah,
I think, fair
exactly.
enough. But it is, yeah, you're right, it is quite expensive. But do you, so you all like a bit like a big family then? So that when you see each other at the next, do you see each other
Yeah.
regularly and know what each other's sort of who you are, sort of thing, or
Well,
not really?
social media has helped tremendously with all of that, because you can keep up with everybody.
Hmm.
But you go to so many shows throughout the year, like all over the fucking country, that you do see the same people. You do establish bonds with a lot of people, and it's funny you use the word family because that word has been thrown around the Juggalo world for literally fucking 30 years. Um, like they not so much as much now, but they used to consider themselves one big fucking family, and I still hear that word a lot. But I definitely have a lot of people that I know that I'm very close to that live fucking across the country or fucking even outside of the country. I mean, even like I mentioned my wedding earlier, and Rub is in it. I've got I've got multiple juggalos who are also groomsmen in it, and they're coming from different states, which is going to make the bachelor party kind of interesting. But yeah, I mean, like, we travel so much for this shit. My crew consists of people from Texas, Arkansas, Maryland. I mean, I'm obviously in fucking Philly now. Yeah, it's wild. And like, there's some people you see so much that you see them when you say hello because you recognize them from the last 30 fucking shows.
Yeah.
There's other people that like, you're so excited to see them even though you don't know fucking shit about them. And there's other people that like you really establish a close fucking relationship with. And I'd honestly say I have a lot of that, just from so many fucking events and shows and gatherings and whatnot,
Yeah.
all because of the love of two fucking white guys in clown makeup rapping about murder and yeah, it's wild.
Well, then I suppose that's very similar to going back to Tell 'em Steve Dave. That's very similar with regards to like the ants, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
like
Yep.
we've all, but I know you've met Lucy, one of my close
Yeah.
friends, but we wouldn't have known each other if it wasn't for Tell 'em Steve Dave.
Oh,
So
that's amazing.
yeah, so it's just the fact that we all got together for an ant moot, kind of thing, and or a gathering, sort of thing, and
Yeah.
yeah, we became pretty close friends almost from the get go. So, and there's a lot of people that I've got like that. So,
And I've experienced that too. Like even on the cruise, like so many ants were I mean, I think they would have been friendly to me regardless because I was an ant, but like so many ants were like happy to fucking talk to me because I'm also into the fucking show. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
this is an Impractical Jokers cruise, and I feel like ants made up 50% of it, and there was something fucking sweet about that. Like we all had the same love of these fucking three guys.
yes,
It's the same shit for sure. I mean, even I will say this too. In the Juggalo world, we also have our own Walt and Mike split, if you will, you know. So there's a lot of similarities.
yeah. Well, that's yeah. I mean, that is. I think it's good to have different passions and things like that. What, Brian? Because I feel we've left you out a little bit there, but
It's okay.
okay.
He
Well,
loves
all right.
this.
Well, I do have a question though. Do the British juggalos dress differently? I like to come that like think they come in juggalo makeup, but like a bowler hat and full suits at the gathering,
No,
and instead of
no, no.
Fago, they're throwing tea.
No, get the fuck out of here. There's one British guy I know, who's like super punk. Like he has like all the face piercings and
Oh, cool.
yeah. He's like super fucking Brit and super juggalo. He doesn't wear a fucking bowler hat. Get the fuck out of here. Throwing tea.
I do like the idea of throwing tea, though. That did tickle me. But
That
as
is
long
a
as
good
it's a
idea.
really sugary cup of tea, but obviously
It would have to be.
lukewarm.
Yeah. I do find, for what it's worth, I do find that the out of the overseas juggalos, because they have to fucking like spend so much to get here, because they're like so deprived of like juggalo activity over there. When
Yeah.
they come here, they fucking go fucking all out. Like they are some of the fucking wildest goddamn juggalos. Like it's fucking. There's this one girl who's from Japan who barely speaks English. I don't know what she spends to come here, but she spends a small fucking fortune. She comes here, she's fucking completely painted up the entire time. Yeah, I don't know. It's wild. Like same with these fucking like we call them the Amsterdamelos. We have these two juggalos from Amsterdam who come over. They fucking go all out. They fucking make their own jerseys. Like it's crazy. But I guess when you're doing that much to come here and see it,
Yeah.
you're not gonna just fucking, blend in. Like you're gonna fucking make it worth your time. We take it for granted. Like, I drove 4 hours to see him a few weeks ago, and for me that was nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Sort of being on a flight for minimum 8 hours is
That's
is a lot of
dedication.
dedication. Yeah, thank you. I was going to say definition for some reason.
I said that works too.
Yeah. Now you've frozen. So there we go. Yeah, so have you got anything like that, Brian, that you're sort of passionate about?
Every one of my sports teams, but I don't get any joy like Jimmy does. I only want to kill myself every season, and it usually goes, oh, it's January. The Jets have made me want to kill myself. We're getting ready to the Devils making me want to. That should be around April. And then the Mets will make me want to kill myself probably around August or September. So, and then the cycle just repeats with the Jets. So it's just perpetual. So, yes, I'm a crazy sports fan.
I think we talked about that on the last one, didn't we?
You don't like basketball, Rob?
I like playing it. I find watching it to be like the most boring thing in the world.
So you don't have a team?
As a kid, I liked the Knicks.
Come on, we can bond over the Knicks.
I don't like basketball. That's the thing. Like I've tried to watch it again. I just cannot get into it. I find it so boring. And I know people say baseball's boring, but what I like about baseball is like every pitch is a different opportunity. With basketball, it's like I run down the court, I pull up, I take a three, it goes in, we go, and it's just the same thing over and over again. I find with like almost little variation. So I don't like it. I love hockey, I love football, I love baseball. Basketball, I love playing it. It's a great game to play. I just cannot watch a basketball game.
You watch me play.
And why are you a Knicks fan, Jimmy?
I don't know. I've always liked the Knicks. We could bond over it. We could be miserable together.
I just don't like the sport, you know?
Be miserable with me. God damn it.
Yeah, it's a bit like cricket. I can't imagine anyone. Well, I know people do enjoy cricket or tennis or whatever, but those ones, they're just like literally so boring. I mean, as you probably know, I hate sports full stop anyway. But yeah, it's those two are definitely the most boring of all of them to watch. It's like, really? And it's going to go on for like 4 days? What? Nah, I'd rather not, thank you.
I love it.
You do. You love your sports, do you?
Well, I love, and I love your hatred of it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. I've got a lot of hate in my heart. Well, I was going to say that perhaps what we could do is sort of wrap it up, and then we'll go through the Patreon again.
Sure.
Yeah. So, if where can people, if we sorry, let me do that so that it sounds professional.
It sounded great to me.
Did it?
Yeah, that was fine.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Sorry, because I'm beginning to feel like so I'm sorry that I'm cutting it short, but
you're doing fantastic.
Well, what time is it by you?
I haven't got anything around me that tells me the time. I know the computer does, but I've got you on full screen.
It's 11 o'clock here.
Okay, so it's 4 o'clock here, so it's not late.
That's nap time.
It is. Yeah, I had to have a nap before. I had to have a nap before we started recording, so I was just like, I can't see my eyes. Because I've had long COVID for the last 4 years, so yeah.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, but yeah, it sucks. But yeah, so basically, around 2:30, 3 o'clock is usually when I start really going sort of downhill. But yeah, and so that's usually when I have a little sleep as well, unless I'm working, and then of course I'm working until 5, and then I have that sleep. yeah, so I have a lot of sleep in my life at the moment, but doing things like this is really fun. So that's why I've really enjoyed today. So thank you very much, guys, for joining me.
Thanks for having
pleasure.
me.
You're welcome.
Absolute pleasure.
I was going to say, before we wrap up the episode, let's talk again about the Patreon as well, because obviously that's one of the most important reasons that we're all here to actually promote that. So
thank you again for having us. So the podcast is called Reviewing History. You can find it anywhere you get your podcast. Reviewing History, our Review History Pod on Twitter, Reviewing History Pod everywhere else. Follow the show on all social media. Like, subscribe, YouTube, all that stuff. We put out new episodes every Wednesday. Patreon.com/reviewing history. I post what's coming out every month, so you can actually go, even as a free person, you can subscribe to the page with no cost, and you can just get updates on what we're putting out. And if you see something that interests you, you're free to sign up and take a look. Patreon.com/reviewing history. This month for St. Patrick's Day for Slasher School, we're doing Leprechaun with me,
Awesome.
Jimmy, and Ant, and it's a really fun episode. I don't want to give too much away, but we go into, at one point, the PSA that one of the actors did. And I pulled the clip and put the whole clip into the episode, and it is fantastic. So Slasher School is on the Patreon, patreon.com/reviewing history. You'll get more Jimmy the Hair Guy in your life a month. Who wouldn't want that? You'll find out all sorts of tales about juggalos. You'll hear me pull a months-long prank on him.
Yeah.
Which I'm not going to spoil.
No, definitely don't, but I'm intrigued now.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
Patreon.com/reviewing history. Check it out. Thank you again for having us. You can follow me personally on all social media at Brian Rupert. That's with 2 P's. Follow me on Letterboxd. I rank and review every single movie I watch, even the ones in my personal life. Thank you so much.
And it's Roop, not Rub. That's right, isn't it?
It's Brian Rupert. It's Rupert. It got shortened to Rupp.
Yeah.
And then now it's Rub. And apparently it may be Run soon. I don't know. So
why should be R? There you go. I'm a pirate now.
Yeah.
And for you, Jimmy, where can people find you other than at Juggalo events?
That's a good question.
Well, check your local dump stomp. Probably going through it, looking for
outta
something to eat, looking for a snack.
No, I try to go to as many Ant Moots as possible. I'm very accessible. If you're ever if you're ever coming to New Jersey and you want what I call the TSD tour, I can take you to meet Tim, the record store clerk. If it's a Sunday, I'll take you to the stash to meet Sunday Jeff. I'll take you to meet the Juarez brothers. Rob and Chuck will usually show up. We'll do as much as we possibly can. You can probably meet Get 'em. I think my social medias are like at Jimmy the Hair Guy or something. Who knows?
Yeah,
I don't even know
the
what
social
I use,
media
but...
side.
You can always meet Get 'em. That's not hard to do.
Yeah, I know. Gemma, it has been such a pleasure.
No, I was going to say, fun story as well is that I've actually, because I've been over a couple of times, but there were quite a few years ago. And one of the times that I came over was for the, they did an award show in Brooklyn. And I can't remember what it was called. Sorry.
Brooklyn Podcast Festival. I was there.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, well, there you go. I was there too. And we all of the ants that came from different areas, we all rented like a beach house. And we all stayed in there, but also Gittim stayed with us as well, was telling us drunk stories. So I know Gittim pretty well.
I've heard stories about this.
Yeah, you probably have. There was about 16 of us in the one house. I mean, it was a huge house. It was plenty of room. But we were all sat around on the kitchen floor, and Gittim was getting drunk, reading out like stories while getting drunk. It was all in the hype of drunk story time from Gittim. It was a load of fun.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So I've definitely, when I've been over, I've definitely had some experiences, and but at the same time, I'll happily do a tour. Yes, I'd like to go to the Secret Stash, but maybe avoid one person, but I don't know. I'm a bit torn with the one person.
Come on Sundays.
Yeah.
Sunday's the day to go.
Yeah, exactly. Sunday Jeff is amazing anyway, isn't he? But
He's the best. Yeah.
it is a bit hard as a listener being a bit torn because it's like your loyalties are with Walt, and then with the other, I'm not going to name the other guy, but the other guy, just in case people know who I'm talking about if they know, and they're like, because you don't know the full story. Not that I'm asking for the full story, but it's kind of.
Would take a bullet for Walt Flanagan.
Yeah,
I would die for Walt Flanagan.
I would too.
Yeah,
I absolutely would too. But you do think, oh well, there was once a time when they were really close friends. Whoa, what happened? But But anyway, like I said, we can't talk about that because it's not our business to talk about.
If Walt has one enemy, I have one enemy. If Walt has 100 enemies, I have 100 enemies.
Hell yeah, I agree. That man has done more for me than 90% of the people in my life. I owe that man everything. So I would too.
No, honestly, yeah, he is like from a fan point of view or from an ant point of view, he is a great guy. So, although he did try and run away when he saw our t-shirts because he saw the British accents and he was like, I can't really understand them. He was like you could see that he was getting so confused by us talking, and he was like, but the accent's so strong, and I'm like, is it? Your accent's strong. Oh, I love him.
He's the best. He's literally the greatest.
National treasure.
Yeah, definitely. Right. Well, I think in that case that we've been talking enough Codswallop this week. I have been Gemma.
I've been Jimmy the Hair Guy.
And I'm Brian Rupert.
Yes, you are. Thank you ever so much, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Gemma.
Thank you.
Love you.
Bye.
I love you too. I'll keep that in.
This podcast is a production of Unfiltered Studios. If you would like to know more about joining Unfiltered Studios, please visit our website at unfpod.com for more information.